He'll have his opinion on this. Florida State plays Clemson, I want to say like 7 or 7:30 in Doak. And Clemson's only favored by 3.5. And I think there's reason for that. And my opinion is I believe FSU is going to pull off a massive upset and take down Clemson. I really do. This isn't me trolling. I'm being genuine here. I think Florida State should have beat NC State. It's almost like they didn't. They lost themselves. I think Norvell's done a good job of getting this team ready and making them better than what people anticipated them being. And look, Vegas sees something that we don't, to only have them favored by 3.5. After Clemson, they've undefeated. They beat Wake Forest. They've beaten NC State. They beat all these teams. And Florida I know Florida lost to NC State, but again, it was an ugly loss. I don't feel like they have truly got beat. And the Wake Forest game, I feel like they had a chance to win that one as well. So it's my upset of the week. I already see you guys laughing at me, roasting me, but I'm telling you, it's my pick. I think people are going to be shocked when they see this go down. Vegas has it close for a reason, and they're rarely wrong. It's just I think it's something that could happen. Dave?
Yeah, if you look at Clemson, man, I love their defensive line. They don't really particularly give up that. I mean, they give up yards rushing, but it's not really a lot. Passing through the air, I just looked at it and I just forgot. But you look at what Florida State's done. They haven't been the best team the past 2-3 years, but you've seen vast improvement. I mean, Florida State's offensive line, not really that good. Clemson's defensive line, pretty good. I see, Jordan Travis getting pressured, but if you go back, you look at that LSU game, the first game of the season, that kid was getting mauled down by a whole bunch of guys, and he could still run around and still make a play and pass it to a receiver in the backfield. So Jordan Travis, he's a good quarterback. I mean, he doesn't have the pieces around him, but he's a good quarterback. And I think that Vegas kind of did get it right here, but I just think Clemson as a team is going to be too tough for Florida State. But at the same time, Clemson's quarterback, I would take Florida State's quarterback over Clemson's quarterback right now, because Clemson's quarterback, he's okay. He's not that great. He's not a guy that's going to put up big offensive numbers, but they're still averaging 40 points per game. So they're getting points off offense. They're getting points off defense. I would still pick Clemson, betting my money, just because that's the likelihood of a good pick to play. If I had $1,000, I'd put it on Clemson, but I wouldn't put it behind me that Florida State could come back and win this game. Now, if Clemson blows them out, then we can just both make fun of each other on the next time I'm on here.
For being close. Look. So most people are laughing at me. I'm not going to read those comments. I'm going to read the 1W here. TK Gator Nation says, I'm with Sheldon. FSU looks good, and Clemson just isn't. Looks very bland. And then Kevin McCurley celebrates his 2 months of being a member. Thank you, Kevin, for being a member and having your pigskins. He says Florida State is catching that third straight L. So Johnny says, Sean, are you just trying to get Holly hyped up for a letdown? I'm really not. Like I was roasting him. I was howling at him today, talking about the Wolfpack beating him. Look, I love a good upset. I've been watching it. There's a time and a place. These guys, Clemson is due for a fall. I don't think they are a top 5 team. I don't think they're a good undefeated team. That's my opinion. I truly feel that. They don't pass the eye test, in my opinion. I feel like they've done a good job of getting it by. I think that speaks to Dabo being a good coach. But I think Norvell's just a few snaps away from, in the Florida State's just a few snaps away of getting it right. Look, as Florida fans, I'm a little nervous playing this at the end of the year. I really am. If AR can't get this thing figured out, I'm going to be nervous.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking at some of the statistics. They're pretty even for the most part. Florida, I think the only advantage that Clemson has over Florida State is Florida State gives up a lot of rushing yards, but not really many passing. But, I mean, you look at it, and I would say this. The chances of a blowout in this game would be more towards Clemson's side rather than Florida State's side. So I would still pick Clemson to win this game. Clemson could come straight in there and just blow them out, and Florida State has no chance. But it is a vastly more improved Florida State team. I don't trust Clemson's quarterback, and that's what makes me decide that it could be a close game. Now, if they had a better quarterback, maybe Cade Klubnik, maybe a little bit better than DJ. I don't know. We haven't seen it. But DJ keeps winning games. They're going to keep him in there, so we'll see what happens.